Je suis prêt à les rencontrer.
À rencontrer les gens qui les commandent.
Oui.
Eux qui sont invisibles.
Pas seulement invisibles. Il y a un qui est déjà mort, qu'on a tué, on l'a tué en février, l'armée. Oui, oui. Et sa femme s'est trouvée à Bafoussam.
So, if they talk about the one now, they go talk about the case for Chacha, General Chacha, where if he catch the ADF soldier, then they talk how they be key Chacha, how then Chacha a woman, they catch Chacha a woman with 70 million for Douala, for Bafoussam, where he don't buy Camillon and all those type of stuff. Them, let's say Chacha actually represent the entire Amazonian forces, where it be completely wrong. We not say actually Chacha be deceived from the forces, them the main ADF forces where be they me then go begin use it for La Republic. And we know say the Catholic Church it be involved with the Cameroon military for help them for secure the buying of the ADF guns and way Chacha be get them before Chacha carry that money again for Yuma for Douala for Bafoussam. So maybe not the same the Catholic Church people then this way they don't go set up the Chacha a woman then go catch it for Bafoussam for see some of that money as our people that the year. But I do play the audio me continue. Me talk with you, talk because he go talk about that part about that Nigerian, the so-called Nigerian.
On l'arrête et elle avait avec elle 30 millions. Elle a trouvé ça. Beaucoup de leurs grands s'enrichissent. Ouais.
So it talks say plenty of the general that they make money for the struggle. This one be so ridiculous. Would I see how General Ivor them would they donate, would they send millions them for our general their hands, where they feel easily take that money disappear. They cross Guata, go for Central Africa, go buy even for place where we no be call them, go buy weapon and they no be only for come buy weapon and fight. They risk their life day and night. They bury their comrade them, cry die, wake up the next day, pick up their gun for go fight. So there is no sign, no slightest indication say fighter they fight because of money. That one I just completely lie. There is no basis for that. Even the own survey that show and say people they fight because 90% of the people then want independence. They slaughtering for Amazonian people. Now the same Cardinal Tum be the toxic people they fight about self-defense.
See, you know why they talk this thing? You know why this kind of now because even their own journalists, Mimi Mefo, even the Cameroon agency, they post videos every day. So the purpose now where Cameroon army they receive from Amazonia because when are they seeing this way they are police for Boya, for Bamenda, Amfe, everywhere for Amazonia. They only foresee how much money exploit them for vulnerable people them because now because of the war, no they don't become for Amazonia and because they carry their guns. This nation, this embarrassment, even today, Mimi Mefo don't post that. The Cameroon News Agency they don't post video them. Now they cover up with TUMI the traffic for the Cameroon government. Their failure, their collapse, their immorality, their on our now the reason that we want to take out pain of the French people there. May they see Ambazonians for that way. Obviously, as we talk, that's what they do and for their language. They come for ATN.
Well, invite since he talks say one talk, I'll invite you, I'll send an invitation.
No, send invitation.
I'll send invitation.
With the invitation,
yeah.
DDC Capo Daniel and myself and the people of ASEAN with the extend invitation for Cardinal Tumi.
And tomorrow I'll text you again number. I'll send a message tomorrow.
Any message make it come make we get this discussion openly.
One for interview me can talk more see. So more here how I go conclude the talk the lie again. Here.
Hier dimanche 1-2 à mon village, quand je suis allé au village, il faut me donner une partie de le dollar que vous recevez des États-Unis. Il m'a dit, par Cardinal, il n'y a jamais reçu même un seul dollar. Et vous dites que vous êtes le commandant au village.
Alors, quand ces jeunes sont venus vous rencontrer au village pour vous écouter, après vous avoir écouté, ils ont eu le courage de rentrer en bourse?
C'est une bonne question que vous me posez là. Il y a le commandant qui me dit, par cardinal, je dois disparaître du Cameroun.
Disparaître du Cameroun.
Oui, quitter le Cameroun avec mon équipe. Et j'ai été étonné quand il m'a dit que la majorité des garçons, des autres qui sont avec lui, sont des Nigérians.
So, na pa Cardinal this, it go shock on my people, them, my country people. Cardinal Tumi, the talk say majority of Amber boy them for that unit. Anyway, we put them in perspective. He the one talk na that unit, but the whole he the one give the impression for use that one example for lie. Say all Ambazonia fighter them, the majority na Nigerian them. That means say for a whole group of fighter, them will get the color. Put them in perspective. Hello, you are on the No Connect Talk show. Can you reduce the volume of whatever you are listening to the show? Because we get the playback. If you reduce your the TV way you watch the Facebook show there, we hear you very well. Hello, you are on the No Connect Talk show. Can you reduce the volume? I think I will drop them. If you did listen for us, you need for slow down the volume for the device we use and for listen the Facebook page and if you call. So Cardinal Tumi basically one misrepresent our forces them. For talk say meet a unit when only one so-called Ambazonia there for the rest than a Nigerian. And a big lie. For Cardinal Tumi own experience, that way then catchy way to go that from being low. All the fighter there for day, all the win Ambazonians. Hello. You need for hello? Yeah, I'll turn it out from speaker. You need for off the device where you listen, where you follow the program there for Facebook because it play back and we need to hear you fine. You go to hear with your phone now, not be you talking up your phone.
Okay.
So now we hear you very well. Welcome to the No Connect Talk Show. You are live on the Facebook page and on Ground Zero for the ACN. Go ahead, match fire.
To be honest, Dr. Ayabacho is God sent because the way
go ahead, we hear you very clearly.
Yes, so the way he has understood this thing, he's so on the point because we have been made to think that because somebody is bigger than you just have to listen to whatever the person is saying, which is very wrong. If you see, even in Europe, here, in England, and all these places that we live, children question their parents, and that's what makes them be free. But if you go to Amazonia, even if maybe you are living in one of your aunties is giving crack on your head, you should be listening. Whatever the person is saying, you should be listening. If you are dying,
that should be
just be listening to them.
Will be inside my No Connect Talk show. When I remember the cultural warrior, how they really talk, say thing where a old man sit down can see, a young man who stand up cannot see. That is a lie, right? Because you are standing up, you should be able to see far. So all that thing, then the time that lie, their time they don't pass, those superstitions.
Yes, we cannot accept this at this current generation. We have to reject these people. We have to tell them the truth to their face. They should know that. They should know that all those things are over. Whether your name is Cardinal Watt or whether your name is who, you must listen to us.
And for wisdom, you must listen to the truth, speak the truth, no matter whoever you are.
Those
if you lie,
over.
Even you are a cardinal and you lie, we will not accept it because you're a cardinal. That time don't pass.
We cannot. It's not possible anymore. This is a new generation. You think your name because you are older than somebody. You can take all the food and eat. That's why we have. If you go in Africa, you see that even within a family. Hello.
Go ahead, we hear you.
Yes, even within a family, they will say that this is the plate of the father. This is the plate of this. This is the plate of this. So it's like you cannot eat in any plate. This plate must belong to this kind of person. But where we live, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, now
Everybody can eat anywhere. It's not like you say somebody has this particular
you
thing,
cannot eat the
and they use that to
you cannot eat
suppress
the
you.
gizzard. You cannot eat this one. The small pikin should eat the brain of the chicken because it make you to have sense. Because they know that the brain is not nice. The brain is a part that can have to move inside.
That's what they used
So
to suppress us, and before you know, you are nothing.
Father forget say na the never again generation, na the generation of the social media. We have library on our phones. This is they never. We cannot take this nonsense. So thank you very much, caller, for calling.
We cannot. It's no longer possible.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you come to Europe here and America, you see how kids are questioning their father.
You see how women are eating gizzard, right? Women are eating gizzard.
I've been in a bus, right? And Capo.
Yes.
I've been in a bus. One of these public buses. I saw a school boy, a primary school boy. He's asking the father, "What kind of newspaper are you reading?" The father says, "I'm reading all the, there are some newspapers that are free. The father did not buy that newspaper.
Free on the bus stop.
He's asking the father that, why are you reading that kind of newspaper? You are supposed to buy a newspaper. You are reading free newspaper. Every time I see you are reading free newspaper. Why don't you find money and buy a good newspaper and read?" The boy is questioning the father.
That's
asking the father questions that why are you always doing this?
That's good.
But to us, if you go to Cameroon now, if you ask your father that kind of question, means that you are a very stubborn boy.
Yeah, the era have passed. And thank you so much, caller. Thank you so much, caller. Let us continue. Thank you very much for your call.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So we can have one more call and then we can go. So Mr. PS and yes.
Two days that
some caller the call again. I think all from UK probably from the number. Yeah. Hello, woman of God, with your call, we'll pick your call later. Welcome, caller. You're on the No Connect Talk Show.
Hello.
Mash fire. Go ahead. We'll hear you very well. Okay. You never drop out, drop it because you talk fine. So someone they call Bob guy with direct number. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Bob guy. You are on the No Connect Talk Show. I don't know why it doesn't connect you to the speaker, but you are on the No Connect Talk Show, and you can go ahead, please.
I'm not connected to the speaker. That means I'm not heard by the public.
No, you are heard, but the quality is not as good as when you're on the speaker. But everybody can hear you because it is hand-free. Go ahead. I'll put it here so that people can hear.
Yeah. Actually, I have.
No, we can't hear. Why can he not call from? Let him call from the speaker.
No, the Bluetooth, he's using a direct line. The Bluetooth only works with the WhatsApp. I don't know why.
Call on WhatsApp.
No, oh yeah, call on WhatsApp, please.
Let him call my number. Let him call my number.
Okay. So, Miss Woman of God with the call also.
Yeah, call then.
Now I return her call. Hallelujah, woman of God. You are highly welcome. You are welcome on the No Connect Talk Show, and you are also live on Ground Zero on the Ambazonia Communication Network, Madam Mashfire.
Okay, I wanted to step aside because the baby was crying. Yeah, I just listened to the segment of the interview with Cardinal Tum, and it's so interesting how people can lie. It's so interesting how people can dissociate themselves from reality. We are actually talking at a moment when Cameroon military is burning houses. It is a very shameful thing that a man of God will, instead of strengthening his people or standing by his people, go to CRTV to do a mind game to demoralize the people. We are no longer living in the days of the Fundis. We are no longer living in the days where we could just be manipulated like that. We are facing the pain. He cannot say that those who are fighting are Nigerians. Which Nigerian, which person will come and be fighting this kind of a senseless war for the past 4 years?
And the man actually said that
But
the
there is
people
also
think that the
something
war will
about
end with
what
1
he's
year.
saying.
That is what he's saying, that the people are thinking we are going to fight for 1 year. He wants to do reverse psychology. It is our land.
Wait, let me tell you
You can
something.
fight for 10.
One of the things that Cardinal Tum is saying there, I want us to be very clear. That is why I am very happy. Et j'aimerais dire ceci en français aussi. Que le Samuel Sako et le Chris Ano et les gens qui ont manipulé pour qu'ils fassent la représentation camerounaise dans le révolution amazonienne, ils ont déjà échoué. Parce que tout ce que Cardinal Tum est en train de parler, c'est par rapport à ce que le SACO et le gouvernement Cameroun ont exigé pendant ces dernières années, qu'ils ont passé le temps à tuer nos combattants. Ils pensaient qu'en faisant ça, ils vont éradiquer ou bien démoraliser le combattant qui ne, notre soldat qui ne défend plus notre territoire. Mais l'évidence est claire là. Tout le monde voit ce qui se passe aujourd'hui à Paco. Ça veut dire que quoi? Le soldat qui est en train de combattre aujourd'hui contre l'armée camerounaise, le terroriste armée camerounaise, sont les gens qui ont perdu les papas, les mamans, qui ont dit que, ok, on a brûlé mon village, je ne vais pas rester seulement voir comment on va brûler, les tuer. Ils ont pris l'arme pour se défendre. Et c'est toujours eux qui se défendent. Ce ne sont pas les Nigériens qui sont en train de bloquer le cap. Ce ne sont pas les Nigériens qui sont en train de bombarder les militaires camerounais. Donc, quand quelqu'un qui se dit qu'il est un homme de Dieu, il passe le temps à faire ce genre de propagande, il passe le temps à défendre un agresseur qui est en à tout un moment qu'on parle. Il est en train de faire les actions génocidaires. Va dans le morgue de Bamenda. Les enfants qui sont moins de 20 ans, le garçon,
Egyptian language.
tué par le militaire camerounais. Et un homme qui se dit qu'il est un homme de Dieu, comme le grand Master Omata, qui est venu plutôt chercher à nous mourir. C'est lui qui a été le premier victime de coronavirus pour mourir. Donc, il faut que les gens réfléchissent quand ils restent pour parler n'importe quoi. Oui, les SACO ont fait tout ce qu'ils ont fait. Le Tchatcha, il travaillait pour le SACO. Est-ce que ça ne s'explique pas qu'ils ont tué le soldat amazonien eux-mêmes parce qu'ils pensaient qu'il était ses frères? Ils ont posé les armes parce que nos enfants sont bien disciplinés. Ils ont posé les armes.
Confirm.
Ils sont nos frères, mais sans savoir que
il y a
ils
Egyptian
étaient
good,
déjà achetés par le Cameroun à travers le SACO et le Chris Ano. Et ils les ont tués. Donc tu ne peux pas prendre Chacha pour projeter comme si il était un général de l'Amazonie. Non, il était déjà un proxy force, comme le dernier Capo appelle. Il était déjà un proxy pour le Cameroun. Donc, ce n'est pas tout le monde. Donc, tu vois ce qui se passe à Paco là, que ce sont les Nigériens qui sont en train de faire. So, let us all come to this point where we are human enough. Let's take the fact that even if you are not a Christian, you're not a man of God, you don't even have any sense of what. Let's just be humans. Just being human enough. And all the people who are reporting and trying to build gains for Cameroon, let me pass it across straight. There will be no union between Cameroon and Nigeria. It doesn't depend on their life. Their lives will not
confirm.
Because the reality is that those children that are packed in Bamenda Mutuary under the age of 20, boys like Sabine, Cardinal Tum should go and encounter those children in the mortuary. He should not be going to encounter our sons in the bushes. How can you, if you are really a human being, a father, you will be disarming your son so that the enemy can come kill them? That is disarmament thing is very
so many calls.
I send them all for you.
We'll record on 2 minutes.
Yeah, give Omar 2 minutes.
He should repent. That is evil. So you cannot be disarming your children so the enemy can come kill them. That is unacceptable.
Confirm.
Forget about going to meet Amazonian fighters. We don't have time for that shit. He should go and meet those children that are piled up like sardines in Bamenda Mutuary. The children that were killed yesterday, the 2 children that were killed yesterday are just few of them. He should go to Bamenda Mutuari and see them killed.
Confirm. Woman of God.
What he's advocating for.
Woman of God, thank you very much. We are having like tremendous amount of call coming in even from ground zero. I want to beg your pardon so that we can give everybody 2 minutes. And thank you so much for the intervention. And
thank you so much, woman of God. Thank you very much.
You are our alma mater. You are the hand of Abraham in this revolution. Please keep on holding that prayers of all of us and our forces on the ground. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, I think we'll get the other callers. To be fair, I think Bobga have to. Okay, let's just pick this one.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, you're on the No Connected show on Ambazonian Communication Network. Yes, you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I get you, Capo.
Okay, you are live on the No Connected show both on Facebook and on the TV.
Yes.
ACN. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes,
I want
please.
to participate for the program.
You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yes, I believe say some of these things the way Cardinal Tum in the talk now because say the cash they live. If people like Cardinal Tum and Pa John Frundi, if they don't sample these people, then you understand because these are one of the people them way they be get for show an example for the other black legs them so that they fulfill know that if they see lead at the leg like this one so you understand they fall for our boys the hand they take them they leave them back in no good. I believe say people like Cardinal Tum, you understand with the John Frundi they be need for teach them a lesson so that the other one they will learn from there because this thing they go on and because they feel say because say they be leader nobody no fit touch them.
Thank you so much.
This is what these people were doing. People like this, they lost them out. They moved them out of the way.
Okay, thank you so much.
To clear the road, to teach the other one the lesson.
Okay, thank you so much for that very powerful one, my brother. And since now 2 minutes, we'll call you now so that next person will go fit talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so one of the things that I feel interject.
Tell them so that ask you question if they get a question for us. So then for all we get a good discussion.
Perfect. And just for add just like a command officer also for the ADF, I just want to talk say yes, all we feel that pain and that anger. Say somebody like Cardinal Tum would have catch that time so they will show a sample, but when it comes to practical because it want a state issue, we need for follow our code of conduct. You know, we know like it try to make the point so we persecute people then for their opinion only. So it could be wrong for we for persecute just for your opinion. Unless it start to become like become a spy. I think say people that like this one will challenge them intellectually, right? Than to sample them with a kid.
Capo, not even go.
Hello, welcome. You're on the No Connect Talk show on Facebook and on our national TV, ACN. Please, you have 2 minutes. You are free to give a question and use your 2 minutes as you so desire. Go ahead, match fire.
Yes, I want just respond. Yes, I want just respond to Cardinal Tum. His eminence Cardinal Tum is over 80 years. How many years will he live that he wants to make decisions for us, the younger generation, and decisions that we have to live and go through it? That's a simple question I'm asking him. And men of God in Ambazonia must understand that they cannot impose their will on us, the younger generation. You know, when was the last time, I want to ask Cardinal Tum, when was the last time he lived in Southern Cameroon for 5 years uninterrupted? You know, when they make decisions, he is out of touch with the realities of Ambazonia. Is the truth about it. Let him take up, let him take up that his that Ambazonian nationality and live in Cameroon. Let him go and interview lawyers, teachers, I mean, well-educated Southern Cameroonians, members of the diaspora. Let them tell him the reason why they are fighting. This thing is very simple, you know. And they feel that if he, as a man of God, is really honest, let him call for a referendum on the issue and let the people decide. Simple and straightforward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And that was a very powerful and very brief one. So we'll wait for the next caller, and he make a very good point. Cardinal Tum, your own AGC have come up with a survey that more than 95% of the people want independent. What are you talking about? You should be on the side of the people, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, would they round up the show? I think we'll do for more than 3 hours. Can you imagine? Now 3 a.m. now for morning time for Hong Kong here. And so, Mr. Lucas, our coach and our press secretary, go ahead. I don't put the volume for low. I think I'll select if person call from ground zero only now I go for pick her up. If not only for diaspora, I think say no Bobga, ma call back Bobga, I think.
Yeah, please, if they don't try for call you many times.
Let's be fair. Then my phone is showing that I'm on a phone call. How is that possible? Okay, so I think say Mr. Bobga, you can call me if you are watching me now live.
I want you to use this time because I know we'll talk about this. One time, you get a lot from a message we are putting out for the truth we are putting out to young people then. Just like we confront Cardinal Tum today, just like for 2018, 2019, we count the Ambazonian people say Samuel Sako be clueless and need not be to do anything for move the Ambazonian people for the revolution. The people them would be the work with Sako that time. They want raw. They want chop Capo raw. They want chop we raw for standing up and speaking the truth based on facts and every denial. No can tell them people also. Say Yerima of the IG, since Seseko put it for that place, make it replace Sako, he never do nothing for move the Ambazonian people. This thing not be personal about a group, and about the survival of the Ambazonian people then. For 2018, 2019, Ambazonian not be believe say Sako not be do not you know be get interest for move the revolution forward. Now the eye don't open. We do things now based on weighty the day. So we must stay about Yerima, not be personal about Yerima, now about our revolution. We want to make us they do what to be Ambazonian people then. What to be right. Fight as they don't fight. Now for this, a general never be appointed. Person, I be ready for debate. Tabenya Echudon, they call me many times. Make us stop for life for our people then. The same Tabenya Echu, he come out, c'est point. They come out, number one. They start with DOD. What's that DOD day today? They come out, they go for ARA day. Sako ASC. What's that ASC day? They come out, they go for county by county. What's that county by county day? Restoration forces. What's that restoration forces day? So we'll be ready to debate the issues. You don't get anything for do with persons. I want to make this one be very clear for all man. If they want to put guns and for down, may they do and for the way it go stabilize ground zero our forces. But we must speak the truth for our people them. Irrespective.
Yeah, I think say I don't see the response.
I want just use your platform for clear this thing, make people they understand.
Yeah, I think it's very correct. We shouldn't be shy of such things. We have a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the No Connie Talk show with panelist Lucas Asu, our PS, and you're on the national TV, the ACN. Please, match fire. You have 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we are going to drop your call.
Yes, Capo, is the chairman of AGOFC, South Africa speaking. I want to congratulate the two of you for the job well done.
You're welcome, sir.
We have come a time when we have to speak the truth. Our father, Cardinal Tumi, is not represent the Ambazonian community. If we take the case of the genocide in Rwanda, people run an inter-Catholic church and the father called for them to be killed. I traveled to Rwanda, entered the museum, I came out shedding tears. We should be very careful when it comes to the Catholic Church. We may be saying that, yes, we adore the church, we respect the Bible. But when it comes to Roman Catholic Church, as I'm telling you now, there's a father from the Roman Catholic, from Rome, that is in Cameroon now. He came to me to Cardinal Tum. It's a secret information, I may not release it, but I'm telling the truth. There's a father, a cardinal from Rome in Cameroon now. I'll hear Cardinal Tum speaking all that. Let's fight our fight. Let's work hard. I want to congratulate PS for speaking the truth about Yerima. They may not like us, we would die for the truth. We should not be killing innocent children. If it is a shame to relinquish that position, but I can't hold them to Seseko.
But I think that for me, the way I look at it, my mission head, the way I look at it, for me, the way I look at it, I think that the problem, you can hear me, mission head. For me, the way I look at it, I think it's a problem of honesty. I think it's a problem of honesty. We all know the truth that the IGK have been sleeping in class. What they do mainly is take care of Seseko's bills in the prison, paying his lawyers and all those things. So if they really need money, they can come out and tell people clearly that we need money to pay the bills. We need money for this and that. But when they come out and they say they want to buy big rubber gun, when we know that they don't have anybody to carry any rubber gun on the ground, it just makes people look. It looks so funny.
Propaganda.
And I think when the PS came out, he put it out that he was doing his job, because apart from being an official, we are also activists. You have to hold the ground for the public. And in response, they have sent out this lunatic, this clown in the name of Don Pacho, who have been rejected by his own family. Even in Spain, there people people will find it ridiculous. They will not find you noble if you are walking around that man. And they say
Did he clear the air on that? Let's give our people the ability to call, interact with you, and so that you can take call.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Mission Head.
Until freedom comes.
Sawabone. Sabona. Thank you very much.
Yebo.
Yeah, Yebo. So thank you very much. I think we have one call or two call, and we have to go because it has been more than 3 hours since we have been running the show. I think Ambazonian people, they can really feel frustration that the political class, the religious class, that they expected them to speak up for the oppressed people, like Cardinal Tumi, they have been citing and apologizing for the colonizer and the oppressor, and even trying to cover up for them. And it's just so despicable that we have to see our power and noble, somebody who's supposed to be a noble man like Cardinal Tumi. But he has actually said that he wants to talk to us. So, Mr. PS, I'm going to invite him. I'm going to say,
please, we are open to
I know he cannot come. Nobody wants to face Capo Daniel. If they see me in the room, they'll run away. They'll run away. So Mr. Bobga from Denmark is on the line. Run. Just like Cristiano ran away, Cristiano ran away. Yes, Mr. Bobga is calling from Denmark, one of the most happiest places on earth. You're welcome on the national TV ACN and also on the Facebook page. Go ahead, Mashfire. You have 2 minutes, sir. After your 2 minutes, we are going to cut you off.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Capo. And it's actually great for me and my first time to be on your platform. I would like to actually an issue of honesty, as the last caller actually said. It is unfortunate that after his survey, where he himself published that more than 75% of people who took the survey had a viewpoint. I mean, if those people had a viewpoint, probably those guys fighting in the bush also have a viewpoint. Anyway, it is also very sad for me to see an old man of that age who can barely read. I believe that at his age, he's simply reciting Bible verses. He cannot read them afresh. Under normal circumstances, he should be in old people's home, resting and getting ready to die. I see no reason why he is forcing himself to represent the viewpoints of people who have a future. Because actually, that young man has death in front of him and no future. No, let me not call him that young man, that old man. So it is sad for me to see him talk the way he talks. But then it doesn't surprise me because we are dealing with a regime who doesn't give voice to those who speak current ideas. So if the government gives him a voice, it is the same like you will see Patasang in jail and Yaoundé negotiate, calling Kawa Kawa to a dialogue. So when you see La Republique or the Cameroon government giving ears to any person within ground zero, just be rest assured that that person has nothing positive to produce. So people who are listening to Cardinal Tum and those who actually have contact to him should tell him that I recommend that he should find a place, maybe start building his grave if he wants to, or making plans for his funeral, and not partaking in issues that have to define the youth of people, the life of youths who still have a future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And he has gone away.
He has one more thing to do before he dies.
Go down, go ahead. But I think say they follow us for live on Facebook or on TV.
So Cardinal Tum, he get one more thing for doing. It will make theology. So that when I go be the person.
Me fight for represent.
Yeah. When I go be the person, he go bless poor Bia well because poor Bia be they are rubbish.
Hello, yes, you are live on the No Connie Talk Show, both on Facebook and on our ACN TV. Matchfire, you have 1 minute, 2 minutes to speak, and we are going to cut you after your 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Nyambi in Johannesburg.
I know I did not want to call your name in case you didn't want your name to be known. Welcome, Mr. Yambi, my good friend.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Asu and Mr. Capo, I want to appreciate the work that you guys are doing so far, pushing the revolution forward. Mm-hmm. So I want to say, let's always try to be rational. When we talk about speaking the gospel truth, we must always try to look at things like I will go contrary to Mr. Asu and tell him that him going out on that issue of Comrade Yerima was something that for me, I didn't see it like it was right, because I thought maybe trying to sort out issues behind the scenes so that a lay person that is following us, you guys like leaders, will just sit and see things moving, not like now there is a video, Mr. How do you call that guy? It's coming out
Mr.
to say many things.
Mr. Clown.
I'm just trying to beg for you guys to always try and look for possibilities, ways to sort out some of these issues. You see, so that it won't affect some people that are not informed, that are just followers.
Mr. Yambi,
I don't know if I'm making sense.
You do. Mr. Yambi, take a look at this. Imagine the ramification of this war. It's a matter of life and death. We have forces on the ground who actually need weapons and bullets and guns. And you want that responsible people who are actually responsible of those things should have access to the finance of Ambazonia people to deliver. And if you have somebody who is not doing that, coming to raise funds for the purpose of doing that, and is already doing it publicly, you have that obligation to publicly address it. I think so. So that our people should know, they talk about talking our PG, what people they go know for not be blindsided and put their money for the right place. Because if you allow things like that to happen, I know it's not convenient for a leader like Lucas Ashu to come out there and say it. It's not convenient for him either. I don't think it's something he likes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That is something that he thinks is. I also believe he needs to do that, and we need to do that, and I'll also do that to ask Mr. Yerima that for accountability purpose, can you please tell us who do you expect to carry your big gun Because this thing that you go and talk to people one by one behind, from my experience, they have gone to show soldiers, even in diplomatic circle, that they are soldiers which are not their soldiers. Even using videos of ADF soldiers to say that these are our soldiers which are not their soldiers. They go around paying money for soldiers to get allegiance, and those money interferes with the rank and files. Because I'll give you an example. When I was the head of the RK's group, at one time they sent money to him without telling me, and they were calling me and asking me, but where is it? Why are these guys sending money, and for what purpose? You know, they have a structure and stuff like that. When they send money like that, they create some confusion, and the line of chain of command is weakened. So if Yerima wants to raise funds for anything, it is his right. But we also have the right for accountability to ask him, who is going to carry your rubber gun? You have been shy away to talk about a self-defense issue. They arrest our soldiers in your own village. You don't say anything. And now you are coming to talk about big rubber gun. When we have fight in Fako, we have soldiers from Meme, all the forces who have come there, 4 different forces have come there. We, the ADF, are moving money from our coffers, selling granules to all those forces who are there. Some of them still call themselves restoration forces. Then you, Yerima, you have not sent income. I mean, $1 you have not sent it there to fight against this nation's corp. The other ones that I don't want to call their name. Nobody. Call the generals on the ground, my brother. Mr. Yombi, are you with me? Hello?
It's probably listening.
Yeah. So call Shadow. Call Black Tar. Call Small Pikin. Call all the 4 generals who are on the ground now fighting to stop this cop in Fako in Victoria. Ask any of them if any other group have sent 1 franc, 1 CFR or 1 amber or $1. Nobody. Only the ADF. But some have even coined out name. They are calling is Action Group have made a fight. Action Group. They will run and pay soldier money to give them intelligence and information to publicize it and distort the presentation of our forces on the ground. And it have ramifications. So I believe we have to ask Mr. Yerima reasonable questions. For 4 years, what have you done? Dr. Gabila in South Africa have given you a fair mark. In all assessment of leadership in this struggle, you have failed. I was appointed as an ambassador to represent Seseko and that institution here in Asia and Middle East. I can tell you for sure that there are reasonable questions. They came out and said that they made a mistake to form a government and that this thing have a negative impact on the revolution. What have you done to reverse that mistake? Because we are suffering from the effect.
Did they see? Whatever they have as a structure, whatever name they give it, all we want is for the effectiveness of us to move forward. They can do good if they organize a structured self-defense. Thing with the talk say as they do this, Connie, go for back, try for stabilize ground. They go on now back, go try for buy the same forces there, try for stabilize. And
Yes, you know, sometimes they go for back and they even tell people, they say, when I see that bomb from Jikwa, now I guide them, now we sponsor them.
Right? So
go ahead, Mr. Yambi is on the line. Mr. Yambi is on the line. I think the Bluetooth is off or something like that. I couldn't. Sorry, Mr. Yambi, you can.
All we want, we do well for our people then. Now all that we want. We want to make the people that's be structured, make ground zero.
You know what the big test is for 1st of October now. Say General Hassan na their general na they be organize all that thing and so we don't see where you carry will cause Seko a name. And you see that type of thing they talk of put them one-on-one for back. Now Connie talk that.
So all way to the talk here and I say make they do the right thing. After 4 years they want to do one, fine. Make them do them for the way it goes structure and define their forces.
And I be willing for help. I don't suggest even forces they mean and go join them. So you want a direct call.
Now a conflict there between they claim restoration forces for Sako. One side they claim that they are own. You get a point. Make the all way to the traffic. Make the define them. It go hella ground zero for be more stable.
Hello.
Hello.
You're on the No
This
Conny
help
Talk
us to
Show.
go back for
Match
this
fire.
confusion.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. You are the last caller. Match fire. You have 2 minutes.
Hello.
Hi. We can hear you loud and clear.
Hi. Yes, caller.
Yeah, you line the on, but you need to talk now. Mike Daddy the on. Mr. PS, I think we have had more than 3 hours on the show, and we
All right, DDC. Anyway,
3
make
a.m.
it
at
make
night in Hong Kong. So, Match fire would hear you clearly.
Hello, caller.
Yes, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Look, I just want our people to understand something. They used religion to oppress and colonize Africa and black people in general.
Wait a minute. Is that the chief of
So
logistics?
religion has been playing a very,
Is that
very
Spartan?
vital role in suppressing and subjugating our people. So when you see people like TUMI who come out and they are saying what he's saying, you know, automatically it plays into the psyche of our people who say, oh, this man is a man of God. These people are just there to maintain our oppression. Dismiss this whole thing and let's look at the truth. He is lying, and we know he's lying. He holds no integrity, he has no dignity and integrity as far as our liberation struggle is concerned. Forget about all this thing about religion, about what they stand for. If he can come and he's lying to the people, to the world, and he's carrying this banner as a religious figure, it's just there to numb our mindset and to bring all down. These people, we should keep this nonsense aside and look at him as a human being who has been lying and is trying to continue the operation of our people. They have no value, have no integrity, no dignity as far as Ambazonian liberation is concerned. All these people have proven themselves to be, an anti-Ambazonia. He speaks with a double tongue. He has no dignity and no integrity as far as Ambazonian liberation is concerned. He has lost everything that he had. Stand like a man and be truthful for once. We have no respect, no dignity, and no integrity among the Ambazonian people. We should forget about the issue about church or is a leader of the church. If you are a leader of the church and you cannot stand for the truth and stand for what people stand for, at one point you are saying this, the next thing you are saying is something else. Then what respect do you demand from us? Why should we give him respect? To me, it's a failure, and it's a failure to insult people as a collective and to Ambazonian people. And also, if he's projecting that type of mindset as a church person, it still comes down to the fact that the church, that he's trying to project the church as an oppressive structure on our people. We will not bow. We will not bow for anybody. Nobody's bigger than the revolution, the Ambazonian freedom. Thank you. I just want to contribute to this. Let's people move this cloth from their eyes about religion and let's face the reality. We are an oppressed people, and if people of the church cannot stand up and really talk about the oppression of what's happening to our people, and they use the church to cover as a cover to sit back and allow our people to be oppressed and be killed, and they cannot come out up publicly and condemn it, then the church has no value in our society. That's what they are trying to project. So we should keep this thing aside and let's fight for our liberation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief of our logistic. That's the Chief of the ADF Logistic, Pascal Kiki Spartan. I think we have to go, but I think there's one caller who have been so persistent.
It's okay. Just take that last call.
Then drop. Oh. So I want to give you the last word, our press secretary.
Did this make me so that me too because I get a lot of calls. I want first of all, I want to thank you for the for this invitation for Sunday. For get this discussion for him. We'll be very grateful for the words of the leader of our war of liberation, Dr. Ayaba, where he don't come for can really summarize this thing for all we and give you the centerpiece. Why did they do it that they do for our people? So for the ambassadors and for the people then for AC and for we forget this discussion them so that when these people they can't do this, their propaganda. When they use people then like enablers them and betrayers then like TUMI for can this message them out, we get a platform for counter this thing, set the record straight for our people them and give our people them the hope what they need them. Was secret for our liberation as the leader don't talk on. Now for we for by our people for Waiting the forces for Fako, waiting ground for Bali, it don't show them. Big people for deliver a unit front on ground zero. As a people, we are capable of doing that. But we not go do self-defense with Koni. We go for the various forces so that we work for a transparent, no go be na Koni. Any Koni for this revolution, we go expose them. Because Koni, they bring confusion for ground. Now, when people don't want to do things for back, now they scatter all we. And put your hand for self-defense, we go know who you be, we know who your forces they be. All forces for ground zero, they get for God name and a command and control structure. Because when to make Fako, the forces for Fako, it be possible. Now, because all those groups already come together, they get a command and control structure. If you identify them, they get name. If you know their general, you know their forces. And that's why it will be possible for bring them together. We not feel that ghost force. We not feel bring together forces. They will not get command control. They not get generals.
So if they fear for come outside for talk their forces, then they not be bold enough for they not get the respect enough to take that boy their service.
That's right. So what goal now? Make we model and duplicate the forces for Fako don't show way. Wait Grandpa, wait General Ivo don't show way. Wait General F and the bill and for ground. I get one thing I want to talk. I just beg you, just give me 1 minute. I get the highest respect for General F. The highest respect for which he don't do and for the Ambazonian people there. You know, easy, but take over the shoes of General Ivo. It not be an easy thing. Not only wear those shoes of General Ivo, but he carried this. It did like say Ivo still there light skin. See the thousands of forces we lead them. See the kind of complexity of the environment. And see the kind of deliverance for ground zero. We owe it the highest level of respect. For General Efan, Capo, and all of them, where they work with team. And they work together as a team. Deliver Ambazonia. We owe them the highest level of respect. The environment for them for be so successful. For that kind we built with infiltrators and imams and intelligence operatives. And the high intelligence that's why this generation be very special. It also be now because of the structured leadership and the where they put them. Tomorrow, for today, thank you very much, DDC, for the do for our people them, for the No Connie Talk Show. We get nothing but the truth. I every single make it whole every leader insult to the police and for Amazonia. Will not be like the Republic of Cameroon.
Confirm. No fear. Bold, fresh, and unafraid. And for all my viewers and those my followers, they be very loyal. When I ask for this lineup, when a perfect lineup, Capo Daniel and Lucas Asu. Finally, you guys got it. As the now worry me say they never see me one. So we are not. We always try to avoid not to gang up and give people the impression we are ganging up, but we work very hard behind the scene like colleague and with all the family in the ADF, Kavi, Vela Franklin, and we have very good network. We support each other. We make sure that we work hard as Mr. Lucas have said. The soldiers are working even harder on the ground under very tough circumstances. Those guys are very smart and they have built a structure. I want to greet Bullet, Rambo, Cobra, Small Pikin, Talk and Do, Robosco, everybody on the ground. I want for Saluduna and for tell us so they find we don't come to the end. Nothing good lasts forever. Finally, so it will be rebroadcasted again tomorrow for Ground Zero. And for Facebook, when you watch and also for my YouTube, when I try to subscribe, that's how we will remain engaged. And for people the way they want to switch from WhatsApp as this month will the end, my recommendation now for Signal. Yeah. So my recommendation of a Signal, wanna join me for Signal. my chat group, the Kuntakinte 360, when I'm there, I do most of my survey and stuff like that.
You export them.
Yeah, I don't create the one for Signal as well. So see me there, and thank you very much. May God bless you now. May this our revolution be short. May our independence, freedom in Ambazonia be forevermore. Ciao, and thank you so much, PS.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now,